Hello everybody, this is Alex from StorageInchao.com and we're covering Mobile World Congress 2015 live from Barcelona. And this is a preview of the latest Samsung Galaxy S6. The Samsung Galaxy S6 marks a new beginning for the Korean smartphone maker. Dubbed as Project Zero, they aspire to do something new, to create what's next now, and to set a new standard for smartphones. There are two variants available, the standard Galaxy S6 and the Galaxy S6 Edge. Essentially, they are the same device, with the Edge having a double-sided sloping screen. Following its latest range of Galaxy models, Samsung is still taking the premium route with the use of upmarket materials. The Galaxy S6 has a unibody design featuring a more refined metal frame, and it has toughened glass for both front and back. The Galaxy S6, especially from the back, looks stunning, but the back is quite a fingerprint magnet, which is something unavoidable with glass surfaces. When placed next to its former model, the one-year-old Galaxy S5 suddenly looks very cheap. Also noticeable is a main camera that protrudes out more prominently than the iPhone 6. At the front, it gets a 5.1-inch display, which is the same size as the Galaxy S5, but this time it pushes a higher Quad HD resolution of 2560 by 1440 pixels. This gives an incredible pixel density of 577 ppi. The Galaxy S6 is 6.8mm thick, and the metal sides feel smooth to touch. You'll find the volume rocker with individual buttons on the left and the usual power wake button on the right, with a nano SIM tray slot besides it. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S6 Edge is slightly thicker at 7.0mm, and it has a nano SIM tray slot placed at the top. At the bottom, you'll find an audio jack, a micro USB port, and a loudspeaker which claims to be 1.5 times louder than the previous model. The Galaxy S6 also has an infrared blaster which is located right at the top. For the Galaxy S6 Edge, the screen curves onto both sides of the device, but compared to the Galaxy Note Edge, it doesn't curve all the way down. As a result, the function of the curve isn't as extensive, and it works primarily for favorite contacts. You don't get the extension panels or shortcut bars like the Galaxy Note Edge. By swiping from the Edge, it brings out your top 5 contacts, where you can view missed calls or contact them directly by making a phone call or SMS. When placed upside down, the assigned colors of your contacts will flash from the sides, letting you know who's calling at a glance. If you can't answer the call, you can press and hold the heart rate sensor to eject it, and it will send a preset message to your contact. If you can answer the call, you can always press and hold the heart rate sensor to eject, and it will send a preset SMS to your contact. Also released is a set of new accessories designed specially for the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge. One of the interesting accessories on display is an old plastic body folio cover, where the front portion has a glossy translucent panel. When a call comes in, you can see through who's calling and can accept or reject a call directly from the transparent screen itself. Samsung is trying all the latest tricks to make the Galaxy S6 a performance king. For the first time ever, they are putting a 14nm processor which is more power efficient, especially when it has a Quad HD display and a smaller capacity battery. This new powerhouse is a 64-bit Exynos octa-core processor which is mated to an even faster LPDDR4 RAM of 3GB. For its onboard storage, it relies on a faster UFS 2.0 flash memory, and it comes in 32GB, 64GB and 128GB, but we reckon that we'll get a base 32GB option in Malaysia. Unlike its previous models, the Galaxy S6 lacks an expandable microSD slot, but Samsung makes up for it with 100GB of OneCloud storage for 2 years. For taking pictures, both front and back cameras support auto real-time HDR, and they come with brighter f1.9 lens which promises better pictures in low light conditions. The back is a 16MP shooter with OIS, while the front gets a 5MP unit. To take pictures quicker, you can now double press the home key from any screen, even in sleep mode, to launch the camera app in less than a second. Unfortunately, it doesn't take pictures from sleep to snap, and you still need to press the on-screen shutter button to take the shot. Juicing up the Galaxy S6 is a non-removable 2550mAh capacity battery, while the Galaxy S6 Edge is slightly more at 2600mAh. Yes, it is smaller than the Galaxy S5, but despite having a higher resolution display, Samsung claims that it will last just as long as the Galaxy S5. Adaptive fast charging is also included, where it does 0 to 50% in 30 minutes, and a 10-minute charge is good enough to play back 2 hours of HD video. Another new addition is a support for wireless charging. There's no additional case required, and it supports both WPC and PMA charging standards. It won't charge as quick as compared to cable. Nevertheless, it is a nice add-on for convenience. The home button is still retained on the Galaxy S6, and now it gets an improved fingerprint scanner. On the previous Galaxy models, it requires a downward swiping motion, which isn't practical to use in a single hand. Now they've improved it with a 360-degree scanner, which unlocks in any direction with a single touch, just like the iPhone 5s and iPhone 6. On the software front, it doesn't differ much from the Lollipop experience that we get on the latest update for Galaxy S5. Out of the box, it runs on Android 5.0.2 with Material Design and is just as smooth to use. Overall, the Galaxy S6 is a more upmarket step forward for Samsung, and on paper, it ticks the right boxes for those looking for performance. The biggest hurdle perhaps is that it will be seen as following Apple, especially its metal unibody appearance and a Touch ID-like fingerprint scanner. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S6 Edge isn't a huge leap over the standard S6, and to be honest, it's quite gimmicky, especially the flashing color alert when it's placed upside down. If Samsung can deliver powerful performance, better cameras, and power efficiency as claimed, the Galaxy S6 could possibly be the best Android smartphone for at least the first half of 2015. This is a quick preview of the Galaxy S6. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the comments, and thank you for subscribing to our channel. This is soyachincha.com, reporting live from Mobile World Congress. Catch you guys later.